Working with master plants, they teach, they speak to you, they speak to your consciousness. They literally
Really?
talk to you.
They talk to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Some teach you about other plants. They tell you how to use plants. Like the masters in the jungle, they don't have books. The plants were their books. They would take the plants and「
でもね、体はねすっごいいい感じだって。肌とかツヤツヤじゃない？胆汁とか出たからすっごいお腹すっきりしてるから、ちょっとねシャーマンのリッチさんにインタビューしたいと思いますんで、皆さんも聞きたいこといっぱいあるでしょ聞きますんで、ちょっとお待ちください。はい、というわけで観望セレモニーをやっていただいたシャーマンの方にインタビューする時間をいただけたので、これから少しだけお話聞いていきたいと思います。Can I ask your name to begin with?
Yes, my name is Rich Damaru.
Rich Damaru. And how long have you been doing this ceremony?
Oh, I've been serving for about 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, working with it for a few years before that.
A few years before that. How did you get into this shamanism? And
It's a long story. I started journeying to Peru to work with ayahuasca. And at the same time I met a teacher back in the States who was teaching yoga and shamanism.
Okay.
This was a different shamanism. This was shamanism from the Andes Mountains in Peru. So not so much medicine or anything like this. But it just all came together at the same time. So I started working with some of the shamanic practices and how it relates to yoga. Separately, I was going to South America and studying with the plant medicines. And they started calling me, and I said, no.
You didn't want to?
No.
Why not?
Because it was very difficult. I had a good life. I was a tattoo artist, making art, and big house, big rock star.
Really? In the States?
Yeah, in New York.
In New York?
So I was like, no, I can't do this because I understood you have to give up a lot. But this is silly to think now give up because actually I gained a lot. I gained so much more in my life, so much joy and so much love, and the things I thought I had to give up were always there. Like there was just
But
there.
what are the things you had to give up
Well,
to become a shaman?
at the time it was like a quality of life. It was relationships, friends, my patterns, my old way, my comforts.
Well, you're not supposed to have a relationship if you're shaman?
No, it's not about that, but I knew I was going to need to go be alone. And it didn't really happen as choice, totally. Life happened the way it does, and I ended up with no relationship, and I sold all my things that I owned. I got rid of my house, I sold everything. This story is very common. You talk to the shamans, like, yeah, I started doing medicine, I started shamanism, I sold my whole life. So it's a very common story, and mine's the same. The medicine called, and to work with people, to do something that felt like I was really making a difference. Some people try to make a big difference. There's other of us who are making a difference with one being at a time, really changing the paradigm, changing people's hearts, because like I said, like it ripples out. When you love yourself more, you start to heal those around you. So this is what I was feeling called to do.
Wow. すごい. So, what is a shaman training? Like, what do you have to practice to be able to do this ceremony? Like, do you get approval from the tribe? Like, how does this?
There's different.
Okay.
No one's ever gonna like say, okay, blessings, you're a shaman now. Well, no, there are. There's every tribe, every path has its rite of passages. So for many in the plant medicine world, it's about dedication to doing extensive work with certain plants, isolation in the jungle. You know, it's this. The plants ultimately are the teachers, but we have to create an environment where we allow that, which means we have to do strict diet, you know, no contact with people, no chemicals, no internet, just, you know, let the jungle speak to you and change your vibration back to the way humans were, old style,
Okay.
like natural.
Yeah, yeah.
And then working with master plants, they teach, they speak to you, they speak to your consciousness. They literally
Really?
talk to you.
They talk to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Some teach you about other plants, they tell you how to use plants. Like the masters in the jungle, they don't have books. The plants were their books. They would take the plants and relearn, re-download, and sometimes be given visions like this plant's for this, that plant's for that. So a lot of times they were given visions on how to work with these things. It's individual, but it is a process of, you know, for me as an outsider, first I had to heal myself. You know, I was coming with a different bag of things than someone who's born indigenous and who's born in the jungle. We don't have a lot of the traumas and stresses that we are. So first I had to go heal myself with these help with these men and women. And because of that process, I stayed. And worked with them, continued to work with them. I see my masters every year and bring people to the tribes.
And that happens in October, I believe, no?
There's, yeah, April, October.
April,
we have
October.
random,
Random.
whenever we feel, for me. Yeah, but there's never like, okay, you can do it. I did ask my teacher, and I said, do you feel I'm ready to go serve ayahuasca? And she said, yeah. She's like, if you feel you're ready, she was, you know, we've been working together. If you feel you know how to handle certain situations, it's one of those things that after all the years with her practicing in the jungle and supporting, you know, she said, yeah, I think you can. It's okay. A very angry person. I was angry at the world. I was angry at the things that sometimes we feel helpless, like hunger, war, poverty. But I didn't know what to do with that anger, so I became just an angry person. And yeah, I had to heal myself through my teachers, yoga, studying various philosophies, Buddhism, Shinto, Zen, Tao, a lot of Asian. Yeah, I picked, but you know, I'm not religious, but there's things that call to your heart and they're like, this is beyond religion, this feels right. And even Christianity, Christ, like, they're all carrying the same message, you know, which is love each other. Jesus, please, people love each other. That's the big message, right? But how do we do that? Because we're in so much pain, we only can see ourselves. So for me, the big one was the combination, I think, of yoga and plant medicines, healing, encouragement, being taught from the plants, and seeing out, being able to see outside of myself. It's the thing, we have to get outside of ourselves and see we're part of a bigger picture. But you know, this cultivates compassion. Compassion's a practice. You know,
Compassion is a practice.
it's not something you just think, oh, all of a sudden you're compassion. It's constant self-awareness through meditation, through relationships. I've had many beautiful relationships that reflect back to me. I'm like, oh, geez, where am I going wrong here? You know? So it's like you have to constantly ask yourself, like, what do I believe about myself? Because that's all we are. Identities are, they're not the truth, they're what we believe. And we can change what we believe. So if you believe that, you know, if you believe that you have the ability to have love and be compassionate, you'll naturally start to seek ways of cultivating this deeper. It's a little more extreme. Like, that's what I like about the shamanic path, the plant path. It's extreme. It's like trial by fire, you know. But we don't have time anymore. Like, you know, the way populations and everything going on. Some of us need to be extreme. We need to like wake people up back to their hearts, back to this love, so we can start taking care of each other and very importantly, taking care of the planet, you know, Mother Earth.
You can give us a little message?
you know, go inside, like, be brave. We said to stand up, you know, and we don't do it because there's fear. But there's never been a hero. There's never been. We talk about valiant acts of courage. Someone very brave. That meant they were afraid. I can't say you were very brave if I didn't know you were afraid first. But you were afraid, and you did the difficult thing. You did the different thing. You stood for who you are, like really in your heart, who your being is. And you said, I love myself enough to be me. Because we're each given such a beautiful gift in our heart to share with each other, you have to have the courage to say, I'm afraid, that's okay, I'm going to be me anyway. And then naturally we'll just start to heal. We'll heal ourselves and we'll heal each other because your hearts show you the way. We were given everything we need. We were born with everything we need. It's coming here, it's screaming, listen to me. So it's very simple, it takes bravery.
かっこよすぎやろ本当にありがとうございます今日は Thank you so much for today もうありがとうございます
Such a pleasure.